This is a living story of legend and lore, created by time, imagination, and treasured traditions, and also by a magical land where fish ripple the mirror of a shimmering lake, where a lively creek bends to water native wildlife, and where towering trees and bright wildflowers paint a mystical setting for those memories that are truly meaningful, the memories that remain forever. This story began in 1906 when two executives of Montana's Anaconda Copper Company envisioned a place to spend carefree summers, fishing, hunting, and relaxing with their families in the pristine wilderness. The executives, Orvis Evans and Cornelius Conn Kelly, found their ideal hideaway in northwest Montana, along the peaceful shores of the Swan Lake and River. They called it the Kootenai Camp. The pair became known as the Copper Kings and acquired enormous wealth. Their lifestyles soon reflected their tremendous success. The once modest Kootenai Camp blossomed to include a grand lodge, a polo field, a 31-stall barn, and lakeside cabins to accommodate family and friends who would arrive in chauffeured limousines. Over the years, they opened their glorious haven to such luminaries as Charles Lindbergh, Will Rogers, famous Western artist Charlie Russell, Queen Wilhelmina of the Netherlands, and J.D. Rockefeller Jr. Now, more than 100 years later, this wondrous place called Kootenai has been reborn as one of the most unique and exclusive residential enclaves in the country. Reserved for just 29 families, it retains the perfect marriage of mystical waters, age-old forests, unbridled family amenities, and a storied history. There is no place on earth that can offer anything quite like the Kootenai Experience. The Kootenai sits easily on its historic grounds, bordering a magnificent half-mile stretch of the Swan Lake and River, glistening with Johnson Creek that ripples through it all. Here, where lake, creek, and river meet, is a rare land, billowing with grassy knolls and scores of elderly cedar, cottonwood, lodgepole, and ponderosa pine. Also remaining thoroughly intact is this land's capacity to refresh spirits and revitalize both body and soul. Yet the hero of this fable by the lake is the Grand Kootenai Lodge. Listed on the National Register of Historic Places, it has been described as one of the most perfect examples of rustic log architecture ever created. The lodge was designed in the Adirondack camp style of the early 20th century. Its architect, Kirtland Cutter, earlier showed his genius in creating the legendary Lake McDonald Lodge in nearby Glacier National Park. Meticulously restored, utilizing its original timbers, stone, and hardwoods, it is now the central gathering place for Kootenai families. Beneath its soaring ceilings are ideal places and spaces for everything from intimate gatherings and large parties to lavish weddings and family reunions. All in all, a dazzling stage on which to create your family's most cherished memories. As a true residential community, Kootenai provides a selection of exquisitely crafted cabin homes, just 29 in all. These exceptional 3, 4, and 5-bedroom homes, ranging from 3,000 to 5,500 square feet, reflect the rustic elegance and grandeur of the lodge. Many are extraordinary restorations of cabins, like the historic Lindbergh cabin, first built in the 1880s. Showcasing the well-honed skills of artisans and craftsmen, the cabin's museum-quality restorations included the complete dismantling of the original logs, timbers, and stones, and then, one by one, with utmost care, returning the totally refurbished materials to their original locations. Enlarged, enhanced, and thoroughly modernized, these historic cabins, as well as Kootenai's exclusively designed heritage cabins, are magnificently furnished, impeccably appointed, ready for you to move in and start collecting some of the most coveted times of your life. In selecting your home, you can choose from an array of naturally beautiful settings: lakefront, lake view, riverfront, creekside, and wooded. The magic of Kootenai's Swan Lake and River location is found in the nearly limitless assortment of adventures eagerly awaiting your family. Kootenai's private dock and beach are home to a selection of watercraft that becomes your portal to days of unending thrills and spills, or more peaceful pursuits, such as a gentle canoe ride, a pontoon boat cruise, or just lazing away an afternoon floating on a comfy inner tube. Some of Montana's finest fishing is also well established here. The Swan River is a welcome home for native cutthroat, rainbow, and bull trout. These waters also host northern pike, kokanee salmon, and largemouth bass. Towards the south, the river flows through the startlingly diverse Swan River Wildlife Refuge. To the north lies the river's Wild Mile, with whitewater approaching Class 5. Kids and grown-ups of all ages will be forever fascinated discovering the boundless ways they can enjoy Kootenai's waterborne playground. Today's Kootenai is a sporting and recreational Eden, brimming with adult and kid-friendly activities that take full advantage of this incomparable mountain lake environment. Just steps from your home, you'll find the cool, clear waters of Johnson Creek, our lagoon-style swimming pool with luxurious cabanas, stone grotto, and wet deck, a highlight for children. Orchard Park and the Grand Lawn play host to a variety of games and fun. Once home to the Copper King's polo ponies, the gloriously restored barn and stables will house a modern fitness center with an expansive loft for private parties and community events. Evans Nature Center, located in a wonderfully restored century-old cabin, is where you'll find Kootenai's recreation director. Dedicated to fulfilling your family's spirit of adventure, she is your and your children's on-site source of fly fishing and swimming lessons, the best tubing locations, and how to keep canoes and kayaks on an even keel. She also provides a full range of guided outdoor pursuits, from wilderness camping trips to horseback riding, hiking in the neighboring Swan Mountains, to snowmobiling, whitewater rafting, bird watching, and wildlife photography. Providing an impressive level of personal service, Kootenai's concierge caters to every resident's wishes. Adept at arranging everything from a catered birthday party to tea times, to a gourmet meal and live theater tickets in nearby Big Fork, she will also prepare your home for arrival by stocking the cupboards, chilling the wine, starting the fire, and even brightening your home with fresh flowers. Even with its enchanting and secluded setting, Kootenai is only minutes away from the charming and picturesque town of Big Fork, selected as one of the 100 best small art towns of the nation. Here you can experience relaxing sidewalk cafes, fine restaurants, art galleries, a repertory theater, and a year-round schedule of lively events. Rated the #1 golf course in Montana, Big Fork's Eagle Bend is just one of 10 courses in the area. Big Fork is also your gateway to Flathead Lake, the West's largest natural freshwater lake. Just 35 miles north is the awe-inspiring grandeur of the crown of the continent, Glacier National Park. Every winter, skiers and boarders alike flock to the 3,000 powdery acres of Whitefish Mountain Resort, which overlooks Glacier Park. What makes Kootenai even more distinctive is how easy it is to return throughout the year. Glacier Park International Airport, just 35 miles away, is served by most major airlines. Glacier Jet Center, the airport's FBO, provides comprehensive services for private aircraft of all sizes. Come see why the memories that will be created by every member of your family will be forever etched in their minds as well as their hearts. If you're looking for something truly extraordinary, you may have to look back in time. Kootenai, reborn for your family.